Whee! Gonna vom. Wait, can you get motion sickness in space? Maybe if you're looking at the cockpit, at the stars? Well, here we are, drifting through space. Somehow we've managed to enter a new nebula, which is probably impossible, but it happened, so shh. So welcome back to Space Engineers. This will be the start of my solo survival series. First off, it's been a little while since I've been uploading any videos. I was away for a little while, and then I got sick. And as some of you know, I suffer from chronic pain. And that combined with being sick basically debilitated me, crippled me, made me unable to do pretty much anything. So unfortunately, I couldn't do any videos for you guys, so it's been a bit of an absence, so I apologize for that. Second of all, our cooperative series with JawsCraft has come to an end, and I'd like to say thank you to all those that were very considerate and understanding about why that series needed to end. Unfortunately, there were others who were not so considerate, but we'll forget about those people. For those that are still wondering why that series needed to end, it essentially comes down to my pain. For the last 5 years, I have been in essentially pain all the time. One of my main symptoms is chronic headache. So over the last 5 years, there hasn't been a moment in which I have not had some degree of a headache. It does fluctuate, and certain things make it worse. And unfortunately, one of those things that does make it worse is simply speaking. So what I'm doing now actually increases my pain. Now, it's a bit more manageable when it's just me, because I can control when I need to speak or how much I need to speak. I can pause the recording, come back later if I need to, if it gets too bad and stuff like that. And we had a lot of fun working with jars, and that series was, yeah, awesome. A lot of fun. You guys got a very good response from everybody. And I know a lot of you were sad to see it go. But I hope you do understand that it simply came down to it was causing me too much pain, and I just couldn't justify doing it any longer. It actually went on a lot longer than I'd expected it to. I think our original plan was to end it around episode 50, and then we kind of pushed it back to episode 60, and then kept going. Every update would give us new stuff to play with, so we'd delay ending the series, and then unfortunately we got to the point where we couldn't even conclude the series as we had planned. But anyway, I hope you understand that, and yeah, we will move on to the solo survival, which we can kind of change the format a little bit. So here we are. Alright, well here we are. We've crash landed, again, in a different little red ship. Our molar has seen better days, but we did escape. So we survived, and hopefully we can flourish here in our new world. Currently there's just this one asteroid around. There's nothing else to be seen. And with this single-player series, we can format it a bit differently. So with the cooperative series, like me and Jars, we're very different people. We don't really think the same way. We don't approach problems the same way. So a lot of our time was spent just kind of planning everything out and making sure we were on the same page, exchanged ideas, and tried to get the other person to understand the ideas. So a lot of time we'd spend hours before an episode just kind of preparing to get the episode ready to go so we could record something and be productive in the episode for you guys. We can do that a little differently here, because I don't need to try to convey my thoughts to anybody other than myself and you guys. So we are going to start off our main goals we can begin with. So we have our molar ship. It's pretty much destroyed for the most part. There's some stuff that we can salvage, I think, but I don't think we're going to be able to repair him. Our limiting factor right now is basically we don't have much to go with. We have an arc furnace that is a bit damaged. It doesn't have most of its components. We have an assembler that's almost ready to go, but it's missing some computers and steel plates. Now, I didn't really plan this out too thoroughly, so I hope this works out. I think we should have enough by salvaging the molar that we can repair this thing. So I think the first thing we need to do is get our assembler up and running so we can make some parts. Maybe the arc furnace as well, but I don't remember which ores the arc furnaces actually can refine. I think it's like iron, cobalt, and something else, but we'll probably need a refinery to go with this. So I think that's going to be our main goal. For now, we have a little bit, we probably have more than we need of uranium still in our reactor from the molar. So if we hop in the cockpit, we can see that we have 19 days of just idle time. Now that'll decrease once we start using the assembler, and when we build a refinery, that'll start sucking up some juice. So we're going to have to get our power kind of situated as well. So we'll have to track down some uranium and get the refinery built so we can process that. So that's probably going to be our first goal, is build a refinery and make sure we don't run out of power, because if we run out of power, we die. And we don't have a med bay, so we can't respawn. We could respawn in the ships. I haven't enabled permadeath, mainly due to the fact that the game can be buggy and you can die randomly. I mean, there was one update where me and Jarge just died when we were standing around doing nothing. So I don't feel that's a fair penalty. All right, so yeah, our main goal, what I want to focus on at the beginning of the series, and I will take any input you guys give on how you want this series to go. So, like, if you want me to skip over a lot of this stuff that we're going to do in this episode and just kind of format it more similar to how we did the cooperative series, where we kind of talk about doing something and then cut, do it, maybe I show some cinematics, and then bring you back. So that way we can make a lot more progress. Or if you would prefer to kind of be along for the ride, then I can kind of keep you more around with things. And I could probably get out more episodes that way too. If I do a lot of cuts, it'll probably be less episodes per week. If I keep you guys with me, I can probably record a few episodes at a time, and then you guys get more content. So it's kind of up to you guys what you would prefer. Of course, the final decision will probably be up to me. Okay, so first off, we need some computers, right? So we need 11 more computers. So luckily, this guy, let's just grind down some of the armor. The world settings on this is realistic. Everything's 1 times. I don't know if we'll keep it that way, but to start off, I wanted to do that. I wanted to see how much more of a struggle that would be. I also want to see, I think it would lead to needing to be more efficient in how we build and how we plan. So me and Jars did the 3 times, and we set that up when the game first added in survival. And at that time, I don't believe there was any like ship welders or anything like that that could assist you in okay, what is their max inventory? 400. Couldn't assist you in building, so you pretty much had to weld and grind everything by hand, so it was incredibly slow, and if you couldn't carry anything around, it was incredibly tedious, so we made the decision to increase it. And I think we'd originally planned to revert that eventually, but we never did once we did get the ships. And we were doing most of the grinding and welding off camera, and in the interest of time, since we had a limited amount of time that we could record together, it did make more sense to simply... Now, what is going on? Okay, I was expecting my inventory to fill up faster is all. Okay, so yeah, looks like we can get computers and motors. I think we need motors. Yeah, computers from cargo and conveyors. So I think we should have more than enough of what we need just from salvaging. And I still need a lot more motors. Let's pay more attention to what I'm doing. Okay, that's out of motors. Let's get that out of the way so we can get to that conveyor block. No, that doesn't... Conveyors don't have computers. Okay, good to know. Let's see. Timer blocks have computers. Sure. So also, if you guys want, we could rebuild Molar eventually. We'll probably rebuild them from scratch, and maybe I can plan it out differently, because I was basically scabbing this guy together to add in new features, like sensors and all that kind of stuff. But if I plan it out better from the get-go, I think it'll be easier to do. So that's probably what we'll end up doing. If you guys are cool, I wouldn't mind bringing back the Molar, because he was one of my favorite ships that I built. Oh god, whoops. Oh no! No, don't blow up the reactor. Oh god. That wasn't good. Bad me. Okay, we're okay. We're okay. So we have no way to heal ourselves, so we did take a little bit of damage there, I think. So the only way we can heal is if we build... Oops. Is if we build a medbay. So let's not die before we do that. Okay, 5 more motors. And so my original plan here, as I'm doing this, we can kind of talk about it. I do want to bring back another ship, or a similar ship, as we had in our cooperative series. One of our recent projects that we never got to pursue any further, which was... Okay, let's be more careful with grinding stuff that's attached. Okay, that one's safe. That doesn't have... Oh yeah, there's computers. Give me computers. No computers. Computers. Maybe I just shouldn't grind things all the way down unless they're in my way. And if they're in my way, let's make sure they're not going to break apart. Okay, my inventory is full too now. So let's see if I can store stuff. Okay, there we go. I could also get rid of the drill. Maybe, if I could find an inventory to put it in. But we're going to need that drill soon enough. So let's just wait. But our first main goal is basically just to increase productivity. So since we have the realistic settings the one time... I don't need motors. I want computers. Since we have the realistic settings, it's going to be in our best interest to make like a welding ship and that kind of stuff to help us build. And since we can't really carry much, it's also going to be in our best interest to figure out a way to move stuff. So if we have a welding ship, that'll kind of facilitate that. What do you have? Motors? Motors. Not as many computers as I thought. Do you have computers? No. The drills, I think I damaged enough. Essentially, I shot this guy up. I took one of our krills and I just shot him up and damaged him enough so he looked like he took a beating from escaping from our previous location. Alright, okay, we said timer blocks have computers, so let's do that. Oh, there's a intact sensor. That probably has some goodies. Oh, that has all the detector stuff. That is huge. Let's leave that for now. Okay. Do we have enough? But yeah, I want to bring... I keep interrupting myself. Woohoo! Okay, now we just need steel plates. So let's just grind. These guys are heavy armor, so that should give us some. Finish your sentence. I want to bring back the MAMS system. So our automatic mining system that we kind of got into, but we never pursued any further. So the ship that we built in the cooperative world was of my design. And I've been working on actually a bigger, badder version of it. And I would like to build that one with you guys. And we'll basically take that idea and bring it over to this series. So my main goal is actually to get rid of this asteroid. It's the only one we have, but let's see if we can destroy it. So our eventual goal is to get to that stage where we can do that. So first we're going to have to build a smaller mining ship, which could be the Molar again. And then we'll use him to get the resources that we need. Oh, we got an assembler. Oh, we needed small steel tubes. I didn't even notice that. That is slow. Okay, we have an assembler. Yay! So I think what we should do is throw down... We're going to eventually have to rebuild all this stuff somewhere else. This is an ideal location for anything. Can I place? I need some steel plates. Of course. But yeah, so we're going to build that guy. Won't be able to get to that right off the bat, because that guy's going to require a lot of resources in himself. He's a fairly large ship, and the second guy I've designed is a lot bigger, or a little bit bigger, I guess. All right, let's make sure I put it so the cargo hatch is attached. Maybe we could put it right above. Now, where is said hatch? Okay, the hatch is there. So if I rotate, like, oops, it's gone. It's gone. If I rotate, okay, let's try putting a block. Now you work? One more try. Alright, that should do it, I believe. Let me just see a second, make sure I still have the same orientation. We do. So if you're not familiar with this series, that could be one benefit of me kind of showing you everything. You might get a bit more, like all of that stuff like I said, we just skipped over in our series because it made more sense to do it that way. Okay, this guy, holy hell, he needs a lot of steel plates. So what we should probably do is get some iron going and get actually this guy going, because once he's up and running, we can refine some iron in him and we can start making steel plates. And in the meantime, let's not die, let's recharge for a second. In the meantime, I can start grinding down the ship as well. So that's probably our best interest, is while we're grinding down the ship, we'll get some ores refining. Something new I'm doing with this series as well is I'm recording it at 60 frames per second. This was something I couldn't do in our cooperative series, mostly because I only got like 20 frames per second in that world. Now I might run into that issue in this world as well, and actually I've dropped down to about 50-something frames right now, so it may not be something I can maintain actually once we get going, but we'll see. Maybe the performance of the game will increase as well, and then that won't be an issue. Okay. So let's find... There's a lot of surface ores, which is nice, so at least we don't have to worry about that too much. I'm not seeing any iron right off the bat. I believe this is all nickel, right? Are you nickel? Yeah, you're nickel. What are you? Cobalt? Where is the iron? But yes, I think for this first episode, we're just going to do it raw. Raw and uncut. And then you guys can let me know. I'll probably just record the one episode, and then I'll see if I can get it uploaded right away and get your feedback. Let's turn on our flashlight. Oh, it is on. Well then, it's pretty dark. Gold. Oh, does Molar have... Let's hang on a second. I want to see something. He has a detector. Is it... It's pretty much dead. Okay. Yeah. I was going to say we could maybe turn that on and then just sit in the cockpit and see if we see any iron in the near vicinity of this guy. Actually, this is iron, isn't it? Is this iron? What are you? Or are you nickel? Hello? I don't know. I think that's nickel. Not seeing it. Gravity generator would be useful as well. Nickel. Yeah, okay. You are iron. I don't know. I don't know what anything is. No, that's nickel too. Inventory full. That's going to happen a lot. Alright. Well, I still haven't finished this, so I don't know why I'm picking up ores anyway. So let's drop those on the ground. Oh, there's some iron. I did get iron. Which one was iron? You fool! Okay, let's just leave that there and try not to touch it. And then hopefully it won't fly away. Okay. Stay. Can I put any of the stuff I have in me somewhere? We've got displays, we've got interior plates. Let's try to access this connector. It's kind of our only real storage. There's some small cargo containers on our molar ship that we might be able to access. I've made a modification. I tried to edit the cursor, so I have a very small little dot now. Before I had it disabled all the time. I can't seem to get access to the hatch. I thought you used to be able to. Is it just because it's damaged? That is unfortunate. Let's see. Is there a small cargo that I haven't destroyed yet that I could possibly put this stuff in? Yes, right there. Okay. Go ahead and do that. Can I throw you in there? No. Not enough room. Okay. What do we need? What do we need? What do we need? We need... Not too much, actually. We just need one large steel tube and more computers. Never-ending computers. Let's grind down that that storage container we just built. Okay, thruster component and large steel tube. Good. Don't need the thruster component, though, so let's put that in. Oh, can't. Right. Storage is going to be a huge problem. So with that mining ship I want to build, the MAM, or the skimmer, or the Gillette razor, or the asteroid hoover, or whatever we end up calling the thing. I'm going to build a sister ship to go with it. Now, me and Jars, because I had designed the mining ship, Jars was going to design the collector ship, and that was one of the episodes we never did air, and we never did finish. Okay, so this one doesn't have anything in it. It has the computers that I want. I don't know if there's something else that would be more worthwhile grinding like this guy. We don't need timer blocks right now, so let's take that instead. I would rather have that storage for the time being in case we need it. Get rid of you. Oops. I did a bad thing. Sorry. How's my inventory? Inventory good. Okay, good. It's fine. Problem averted. And we still need 3 motors. Okay. Is there any more timer blocks? There's one. If I can reach it. There we go. That's only one computer, though. Motor. Computer. Oh, I already took that one. Do you have... Oh, you have 6. Okay, let's... I don't know, though. If I can... how can I do this? Because the computers are fourth down the list, and when you grind, you take the parts from top to bottom. So if I grind this down, I'm going to get those detector components. And I don't think I can... One of them, I can't remember if it's detector or radio, but one of them is massive in volume. And in the 3x setting, you can only carry, I think, 5 or 6. So in realistic, we can probably only carry 2. So I don't know if that's the best option. Oh, here we go. There's another storage container. That'll give us 2 more computers. So let's take those. There we go. Perfect. Now we can pick up the ore again. Start with the iron. And I don't remember which one. So let's see if it takes nickel. Do you take nickel? You do. Okay. So maybe it's iron, nickel, and cobalt, or have they added more? I'm not too familiar with that. Didn't really make use of the arc furnaces as we were already pretty much set up with refineries. So we built some, but never really paid much attention to what it processed. Alright, so now we did that. So now we do want to go get some more iron, I think. And we'll start making some steel plates with it. We also got to keep an eye on our power. Hopefully we don't run out of power before that is done. Can I repair you all the way? Oh, here we go. Here's the... I can access this guy. So that's awesome. So let's do that. And then we'll take the steel plates and start adding that to the refinery. And I probably could have put all that other stuff in there too. If I had a brain, that would work. Which I don't. Sometimes works, but not usually. Okay. Good. And now we have leftovers, so let's put the leftovers back in here. Alright, so let's go find that iron. Where did I find the iron, guys? All I remember is nickel. Oh, iron. 6 down. Okay, let's just dig to it, I guess. Where'd it go? Nickel. I saw iron a second ago. You saw it too, right? There's uranium. I think I saw uranium on the surface of the asteroid. Iron, iron, 6, 5, 4. Now it's nickel. Don't transform on me. Is it there? Nope. It's like fictitious iron. Here it is. Just kidding. Okay, well... I guess I could pick up this and we'll throw it in there. And then maybe we should check on our cockpit just to see how we're doing for uranium and whatnot. Make sure... Inventory full. We're going to be hearing that a lot. I'm sorry. But yes, our first episodes are basically going to be struggling to survive. And let's not run out of energy, because if I run out of energy, I'm pretty much dead. I won't be able to fly, and if I can't get back to the cockpit, yeah, we're dead. And I'll consider that a fail condition if we die legitimately, and we'll have to start over. If that's cool with you, if you don't want to see that. And if I do have to start over, I'll probably skip stuff that I'd already done to expedite that. If you notice, while I talk, I tend to lose focus on what I'm actually trying to do. Iron? Are you iron? Iron? Oh. Why? These... I saw it. See, it says iron down there. Ah. Ah. Now it's cobalt. Stop transforming. All this looks like nickel to me, to be honest. Is it some of it iron? You guys are probably shouting at me. It's right there. God. Open your ears. I mean your eyes. And your ears. So you can hear us. In the past. Iron. Alright, let's use secondary... That's not secondary mode. Let's use secondary mode and go... Oh, what's that? That's not iron. Is that silver? That's silver. Okay, let's go around the silver. I don't want to destroy it. I destroyed it. What is that? Oh, that's just black. Okay. It looked really strange there for a second. Okay, it would be nice to find iron close by. I'm sure I could find some if I flew further away, but if I stay close... So right now I'm using secondary mode on the drill, so I'm destroying stuff, so I'm not making any ores or anything come out. That's why I'm trying to just drill this rock, the stone part, so I'm only wasting stone. Okay. Well, this is getting silly. So let me find some iron, no matter where it is. Let me just fly away. It may actually be worthwhile to repair that ore detector after all. But we'll see. And my flashlight is very weak. So weak. No. Nickel, nickel. Nickel, nickel, nickel. Silicone. Nickel. Cobalt. Does asteroid not have iron? I think that's highly unlikely. I know the core will be iron. And there are caves. Why is my flashlight so dim? Oh, here's some uranium. Good to know. Where are we? I will probably lose references to... I'll probably lose where we are, actually. How's our energy? 38. Okay, let's not get too far. At least Moeller still has his... Ooh, let's actually change his antenna. Right now, that's sucking up juice that we don't need. I wouldn't mind keeping it on, however, but maybe we could just drop it down to within the size of the asteroid. Alright, so where are we? Moeller. Yeah, so we could change that down to probably 200, and that will save us a little bit more power. Let's go ahead and take a look at... How are we doing for power? 18 hours. And the arc furnace is going, so that's good. I guess we could also just queue up steel plates in the assembler, which I could have done from the cockpit, but I'm stupid. Okay, so let's do that. Where are you? And we're out of iron. Beautiful. We don't even have enough to make one iron plate. Awesome. I don't even know where I got that iron. It just popped in my inventory. No, it's right here. This is iron. You are iron, are you not? Where'd you go? Stop mocking me. No, you're nickel. Why do I not know what iron looks like? Isn't it like similar color, but not quite as bright? Alright. Well, I said I wasn't going to cut, but let me go ahead and cut, because we're almost out of time here. Let me get some iron going. Inventory full. Game over. User wins. I found it. Inventory full. Go away, nickel. I don't want you. I want my iron. So this is iron. It looks very much like nickel to me. Maybe it's just the poor light conditions. So the skybox we're using is, it's called Calderi. It's from the EVE universe, I believe. I'm not too familiar with EVE. I never played it. EVE Online, I think. But it looked pretty, so I picked that one. So hopefully it will do. Okay, so we got some iron. I get so turned around in asteroids. Being able to like rotate in all directions makes it very hard to keep track of where you came from. Okay, so there we go. I made a little hole. I had to dig in pretty far just to get our iron. But we have iron. So I will basically mine a bunch of this up and start grinding down this ship. But I believe that is all we have time for today. So hopefully I can get this rendered and out to you today. Then I can record some more for you. So I hope you are enjoying the series thus far, and leave your suggestions and comments in the section below. And once again, thank you very much for your understanding in why we needed to switch over to a solo series. Thank you, and we'll see you in the next episode. Goodbye, Nick. Oh no, you're iron? Come here. You almost got away. You fool.